guys, Cole here. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how I make thumbnails like this. Alright, so basically what you're going to do is you're going to go to Chrome and you're going to find a mod called Custom NPCs mod. I recommend getting it for 1.8.9, but any version should work fine. Alright, so you're going to go to the top link, CurseForge right here. There'll be a link in the description where you can download this. And I would download this 1.8.9 right here, but you can download any of these versions from 1.8 to 1.12. Anything lower than that wouldn't work that well. It'd probably look really bad. Okay, so once you have the mod, you will load up Minecraft. So you go to Minecraft, and I'm gonna load up your Forge here. Forge. We're gonna load up Forge, and you're just gonna click play. Okay, so once you have Minecraft up, go to single player, and I actually have some maps downloaded here for how I use these maps for posing characters for my thumbnails. So we're going to just go to any of these ones here. I'm just gonna go to Untitled. So you can right here you can see I've actually done one on this map. It's a thumbnail mission. I actually did speed art on this thumbnail. I'm going to turn off the rain. So, okay, basically, let's do this. Okay, so what you do is you're going to download any map. Any map should be fine. Texture packs I recommend for making the thumbnail look nice. I highly recommend using Mazerine by Type. This pack is really nice looking. Mazerine by Type right here. So, okay, so how do we use this mod? So let's clear our inventory. So you're going to want to search for something in your inventory called the NPC wand. So once you have a mod, you should find the NPC wand. Okay, so how do we use this to create these characters here? This is what this tool is for creating these guys. Let me show you completely how to do this. So let's create a running scene. So I'm gonna make a character right here. So you just want to right click the ground. So you just do while you're holding the NPC on, right click the ground. Change the name to hide because you don't want a name coming up just because they look kind of weird. And click the texture, which will turn it to IGN. So just put in your any Minecraft name you want. So I'll just put in KoleH and press the X for it to load. So you're at my skin. Unfortunately, it doesn't support 3 pixel arms. I'm pretty sure it doesn't anyway. If it does, I have no idea how to change that. But I won't be showing that part. So turn living animation off because that'll stop their arms from moving, so it looks more frozen. Now we want to go to stats, or not stats, sorry, we want to go to AI, we're going to go to movement, and we're going to change the rotation to manual, and we're going to figure out the right rotation for this. What I do is I keep on trying. So first try I actually got this right, so now he's facing this way, which is actually just what I want. So how do we pose them now? This part's really easy and fun. So if you go to advanced, and click the back arrow 3 times, you get puppet, press edit, and here we can completely change the pose. So what you want to do is go to head, and we can change this like this. We can get the arms, we'll make them facing backwards like this. We get the legs, oh, that's not the right one. Get the legs, do like this, and get one like this. So now it looks like we're running. As you can see here, they've got him in a perfect running pose. Now, if we were to create another person that's chasing me, we'll actually just get Max's skin here. Put in Alt me please. Just hide, just X, we've got Max now. We're going to go to AI, change this to manual, go to 100, go to advanced, go to puppet, and then I'm just going to actually I'm not going to edit the head. The reason I edited the head on mine is to make it kind of look like he's in F5, so making sure he's still chasing him or whatever. So I'll make max and running pose as well. Okay, so now everyone's in running pose, chasing each other. So we can also put armor on these guys to make them look more like they're actually playing the game. So if we were to get some iron armor here, get some like leather. Yeah, we'll just, so if you right click it normally, it actually says hello Cole, and it kind of moves around, and then it'll move back to the position it's meant to be. Okay, so don't right click it basically. So we can just go to inventory and we can put armor on them like this, really easy. And we can just go to this, go to inventory, and put on the armor. So as you can see now, they both have armor, and we can put a sword in their hand as well. So we'll get swords. That's not what I meant to do. Go to inventory, give him the stone sword, get him, and give him the iron sword. So see, as you see now, they both have swords in their hand, and it actually looks like it's posed like actual Minecraft characters. So if you just take a screenshot, it actually looks like it's meant to be happening, but these are fake characters. I'm actually going to change this guy to no living animation. So all you have to do is take a screenshot now. And then next part, we're going to move into the Photoshop. Okay, so now we're in Photoshop. We are going to pull up our screenshot here. So I'm going to go into my desktop and find the screenshot that we took. Okay, so right now, here we have the picture of the, what the heck? Oh, I was in, well, that failed. Okay, so we're going to grab the screenshot now. I'm going to put it right here. Why is it showing my GUIs scan? But that just doesn't mean. Let's try that again. And F2. Okay, that hopefully works. There we go. Okay, so got the screenshot now. Okay, so go to Photoshop. You can exit the world. Okay, so now we're in Photoshop. Let's keep on editing that. So I've got my screenshot right here. I'm actually just going to rename it to thumbnail tutorial, and then I will go to Finder. Search for thumbnail tutorial, and here we have the screenshot. Okay, so I'm going to resize this so it fits the whole thumbnail. Okay, so this looks perfect right here. It's already looking really good. So, okay. So I'm actually using my thumbnail pack right now. So I made this for myself, and I use it for all of my thumbnails. I put stuff right into it. But you can make stuff like this yourself too. It's just kind of tricky, but it's kind of easy. You can do it pretty easily. So you're gonna create a CC in here. So I'll show you how to create a quick CC for thumbnails. So this looks pretty pale, and we don't want it pale because that's not good. So we're gonna go to adjustments. We're going to click on brightness, and we're going to make the brightness pretty high. We're going to make the contrast pretty high as well. Should keep it just a little bit high. Don't make it too high or it kind of looks even more pale, which is not what we want. Go to vibrance, and change the vibrance to pretty high. Make this really high actually. And the saturation to something around 20. Something less than 20 though, because you don't want it to look We don't want the colors to look kind of fake. So now we've actually created our own CC here, these two layers. These are, without these, it's so pale. With these, look how awesome it looks. Okay, so how do I add these white outlines that you see right here? So I'm going to show you how you add those real quick. So you get the hexagon selection tool here. It'll start off as, or not, sorry, not hexagon, polygonal lasso tool is what I meant. So you can go to the polygonal lasso tool. You're actually going to see it like this, but you're going to right click it and go to polygonal lasso tool. Now all you have to do, this is really easy. I'm going to zoom up now. I'm going to get our tool. This is very easy to do. All you have to do is click and click and click, click, and slowly you'll just start to select it. Don't click and drag, that's not what you do. You just click and then let go. And you click every time you want to create a point. Some people who do this will probably comment saying, why don't you use the pen tool? I don't prefer the pen tool that much, just because it's different for me and I've used this for a long time. Okay, so once you click the final lines together, it'll create a selection around the character. Now we just have to do Command C or Control C if you're on Windows, and Command V on a new layer. So see, now we've got a separate character here. So I'm sure you understand by now what we're going to do. We add an outline to it. So if you go to your layer styles, I actually have a layer style for this right here. I would actually make the shadow and stroke a lot smaller, by the way, too. I'll show you how to create that layer style though real quick, so you can do it yourself. So what you want to do is you want to double click your character now, your character layer. You're going to add a stroke. You're going to make it white, not black. Black looks horrible. And just make it something around this size. Size looks good. 3, not too big, not too small. Add drop shadow. It might look something like this. Make the opacity 35. Got kind of this nice transparent one. Make the spread 100. Make the size a ton smaller and the distance a little bit smaller. So around 603 of all these. Make the angle 90. Okay, so now we've got this really nice outline on this guy. So I'm actually not going to outline both because that takes a while, and normally I just outline the main character. So I want to make it look more like he's running now. So what you're going to do is you're going to copy this character layer and create another one. So now you have another one of these. But I'm actually going to take the layer style off. So if you click this one, this will automatically be here. Click that, takes the layer style off. So I'm going to move this somewhere under him, and I'm going to move the layer under the main character. So now I've got this character right here, and what we're going to do is you're going to go up to the top here, and you're going to go to Filter, and you're going to click, you're going to go to Blur, and then Motion Blur right here. So right here, remove this box over here. Don't make the distance too far or it'll look like that, which kind of looks really weird. That's like way too much. Do something like 10 maybe, might look good. No, don't do 10, that looks too not blurry enough. Do about 20. 20 looks really good, I think. And just make it come out of him a little bit. Don't make it too much. And make the opacity a little bit lower. So now it kind of looks like he's like running pretty fast. Okay, so look how much better that makes it look. It makes it more look like he's running now. Okay, so what next? Text, right? Okay, so text is probably the main part I'm assuming you all wanted to do. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to your text tool, press T to get there. And the font I like to use the most is called Burbank. Use the big regular version because it's a bit fatter than the normal version, which I don't like. So you're going to create some text. I'm going to call this, what's this thumbnail going to be? We're just going to call this something lame. So I would always go in all caps. I'm going to call this running from Max in Sky Wars. We're just going to put that because I don't have any ideas for this thumbnail right now. So I'm going to shrink the other text to make it fit into a box, kind of like the rest of it. So now it's one box. One text is smaller or bigger than the other. And I'm going to make it pretty big so you can read it pretty good. And now for these types of thumbnails, just I like to use this yellow layer style I made here. So this is a very simple layer style. I'm actually going to show you how to make it because, yeah, that's the point. So we're going to double click this and we're actually going to click Effects and Reset to Default List. Okay, so you're going to add a stroke. You're going to make it black. Make it pretty thick, something like 10. We're going to add a color overlay. Make it yellow, something like this yellow here. Actually, I'm just going to make it like completely bright yellow. And I'm going to add a drop shadow. Make the distance like this. Make the opacity 100%. Make the size a bit bigger so it looks nice and fat layer style. Next, go to inner shadow. Now the inner shadow, you're going to change this. You're going to take the global light off and change this to -90. Now we're going to make the distance a bit bigger. I'm going to get the same color here. Actually, that won't work. We have to get a yellow. And then you can do it like this. You can just make it a darker yellow and it looks really good like that. Or you can make it sort of orange, like around here. That looks nice also. I'm just going to get a darker version of yellow here. So I'm going to get something like this. That looks nice. And we're going to copy this layer style and paste it onto the other text. Okay, so now we have two texts with the same layer style. So that text looks really nice, I think. You don't have to make layer styles that complicated. You don't have to don't do something like this, or what the heck, that's not what I meant to do. Don't do anything like this, or like this, or like this, especially not this. This is way too complicated. That's like, doesn't fit this style, I don't think. So, next, we need to get the famous clickbait arrows. So, what we do is we go to Chrome, and if you just Google clickbait arrow, that's not how you spell clickbait, I don't think. Clickbait arrow. If you just do this, wait for it to load, go to the images, have a derv right here. That's pretty nice. So you can get any of these arrows. I've actually got a few of these downloaded here. So download those arrows, anyone you want. So don't look at what the color is or anything. Just get the shape. All you want to do is look at the shape of it. So now once you download it, I'm going to search clickbait arrow here. And I've got a few here. I'm going to use this one here. So this one you probably saw on Google. It's a pretty popular one. So how do I make my arrows look really cool? Well, let's show you that. So I'm going to transform it a little bit, make it a little bit thinner that way. Make it facing the other way. And we're going to put it like this so it's kind of aiming at max. I'm going to put it under the text layers, so now the bottom part right here is behind it. Now this arrow looks horrible. We need a layer style on that. So I'm going to be making a layer style for this. So this layer style is awesome looking. Let me show you how to do this. So you're gonna start by adding a white stroke. I'm going to make this white. Okay, we're gonna make this about 6, something like 5 or 6. I'm gonna add a color overlay. I'm gonna make it bright red, bright as possible. Add an inner shadow. Make it so I can see it better. Get red, but make it kind of dark, like this color. Actually, is perfect. It's pretty dark red. Add a drop shadow. Actually, just going to. So this is actually the layer style. That red arrow looks so much better now. Here it is without and with. Look how much better that looks. So I'm gonna move it out from under the CCs and move the text out from under the CCs as well. So now it looks like this. Text, you might want, after you move it out of the CCs, you're probably gonna want to make the text inner shadow look a little bit brighter, because now it looks really too dark. Whoa, not purple. Make it something like that, I think. Looks nice. I'm gonna copy this again, paste it on here. So now I've got a nice clickbait arrow, nice text, nice scene. What else we're gonna do? We're gonna take the background here, the original background of the thumbnail, and we're going to add a blur. I don't actually know how to pronounce this. We're gonna say blur, and then we're going to make it like around 2, something like 2. And now, because we're blurring this, we actually want to select max here, because now it just looks like too empty. It just doesn't look right. It looks like I'm running from nothing because it's just a giant blur. So I actually am gonna select max. You don't have to, but if you're blurring the background, then I always recommend selecting both characters. And done. So you have max selection now. Yay. We're gonna take this, we're going to add that lovely layer style that we love using right here. Take this, we're gonna copy it from the other character, and I'm going to paste onto this. So now we have this. Now you can add the blur back on. And look at this now. I zoomed out way too far on that. Look how good that looks right there. We have a nice Minecraft thumbnail. I also want to say thank you so much, guys, for 150 subscribers. I never thought I'd make it this far. That is amazing. I haven't even done my 100 subscriber special because, you know, I don't upload. I'm kind of late. But I never made a 100 subscriber special, and I already need to make a 150 subscriber special. So thank you guys so much. I never expected it coming this quick. And one more thing. Thanks to all the people in my Discord server who made me fan art. It's really awesome. Here it is, all of it. It's not a ton, but there's quite a bit, and it's not how good it is, it's the thought that counts. Thank you all so much for the fan art.